to hear you say strong and sassy. This is your ultimate number one girl talk show on radio. We talk about everything that girls talk about when they gather. Those things that you would never, ever, ever know. Because we keep it to ourselves, right? But on this show, we let you in. We invite you to be a part of our conversations. And most importantly, we like to know what you think about all the things that we think about and talk about on the show. So you're welcome. Turn up the volume on your radio. Draw closer to your radio set. If you're watching us live on Facebook, hey, holler at us. Selwyn will send all your messages to me. Would like to connect with you on Twitter as well. And oh yes, on WhatsApp via 0244 340 437. Be a part of our show today and always. You're welcome. So, in the studio today, I've got the lady who has the name of the show in her name. Miss Sang.
Nah.
Sexy, sassy Sang. You know, you never told me the origin of those accolades. Do you care to share?
My friends call me that. I don't know why. For whatever reason, I can't tell. But that's how they call me.
Sexy, sassy Sang.
So some decide to call me sexy, others say sassy.
Well,
anyway.
both ways they are right. Also, you know the song Sexy, Sassy, Wahala?
Yeah, I think from the perfect.
From Adam's Apples.
Yeah.
Yes, every time I see you, I think about that song. You're welcome to the show. It's been a minute.
Yeah, thank you.
Have we seen you this new year?
Nope.
Happy New Year.
Many happy returns.
How you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm great. You look well.
I love your color. Cherry or mustard.
I think it's mustard. Yeah. So I thought I was wearing a yellow dress, right? But I met a gentleman today who said, I love your mustard outfit.
What's your colors?
See, okay.
Well, it's very pretty.
I wear too much black, so I just know black, white,
yeah,
yellow,
it looks
blue.
Very good on your skin.
Mustard. Thank you. Also in the house is our favorite. Sawanki, you are my favorite, right? But our favorite guest on the show, Wecha Maria Lisa Adinku. I can't see you. Abeku, why are you hiding Wecha from everybody?
I chose my seat.
Why have you
moved
my
seat.
To another
He said
seat?
no, today.
What sort of this is that? Wecha.
Hello, Naa.
I miss you, Papa.
I
haven't seen you.
I've not seen you. I feel like I've not seen
so
you in a really
long
long time. Like since December.
I didn't see you in December.
That's so weird. That's what growing up does.
This is the longest I haven't seen you.
No.
Imagine that.
We have our families, our children, our nieces,
our boyfriends.
Our boyfriends who are children.
Well, how are they all?
Oh, they are all fine. They are all fine.
God is good. Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
And don't you step away for so long.
Oh, we'll try.
This show is not the same without you. And I know I speak for many of our listeners when I say that.
That's a compliment.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
So the Wecha fan club who have been asking about Wecha, she's back. Send her shout. 0244 340 437 is the number to reach her on. 0244 340 437 is the number to reach us on via WhatsApp. And you know that we'll activate the phone lines as we go, and then you too can join in the conversation live. This is Strong and Sassy. So, what are we talking about today? I'm so excited about today's topic. Sang, what did you say?
This is your topic.
This is my topic. It's Abeku's grand idea. So we've been visiting and revisiting this topic for a while now. Among other things, because I don't know, we've just been visiting and revisiting. But today we decided to talk about it. And I'm excited to find out what you ladies have to say. We'll also be connecting live on the phone with Lady Pastor Nana Sewa. Will join us on the phone in about 10 minutes on this matter. So, with the increasing rate of divorce and seemingly unhappy marriages, especially among young people nowadays, many discussions have been had on many platforms, many suggestions have been given, and many arguments have happened. Now, one of the many suggestions that seem to have come up from some very exciting young people that we had some kind of in-house discussion on this matter of divorce. And one of the many interesting propositions that came forward was that, you know what, young people nowadays get married, it doesn't work out, and then the increasing rate of divorce is very troubling. So whoever you go and marry after your spouse would also have their issues. And if we the young people nowadays don't want to survive through the problems and brace the storm and go through it with our partners. When there's an issue we want to run, and then we jump into another marriage, and there's another issue we want to run. The truth is, everyone you're going to meet is going to have issues. So for how long are you going to keep getting remarrying and running away? So instead of breaking it off and going away, somebody said that there is a new phenomenon. It might be new in Ghana, but it's very common elsewhere, and it's open marriages. Now, an open marriage is a marriage in which the partners agree that they can have relations with other people aside the two of them in the marriage. They still remain married, but they have relations with other people. So, Selwyn and Samwaki are married. However, Selwyn may have relations with other women, and Samwaki has no issues with it. Samwaki may have issues with other boys, and Selwyn would have no issues with it. Now, apparently, every open marriage has its rules and regulations. For example, in some open marriages, you can't be with an ex, or you can't date a friend or a sibling or a family member. You can't date somebody more than once. So Selwyn cannot date Wecha, break it off and come back to Wecha, because it might nurse something more than just a fling. It could nurse love, and then you might just fall out of love completely with your partner. While some people think that this is absolutely outrageous and crazy and weird and what, you don't take your marriage seriously, other people think that no, you take your marriage seriously, and so you want to continue to be able to remain in it without running off to divorce and find another person. So instead of running off, divorcing, finding another person, you see other people while still staying committed to your partner. Let me know how crazy or amazing you think this is. I'd like to hear from you. 0244-340-437 is the number to reach us on. Let me hear from you now. I've got Wecha here, I've got Samwaki here, and I'm dying to hear what you ladies have to say. Samwaki, what are your thoughts on this?
Nah, it's ridiculous.
What? Tell me what is ridiculous.
In as much as I'm a very liberal person and accommodating when it comes to modern trends, I feel this is a no.
Why?
I'll stand by that because, well, I'm a very jealous person when it comes to relationships. I can't stand my partner dating someone else. And when you were starting your intro, I was just, grinding and, I was just smiling because you mentioned that you are not allowed to go back to your ex because it might brew love.
Yes.
But the new person that you might be flirting with could be in love. There have been married people who flirt with others thinking it's just a fling, and then it ends up having the other person maybe fall in love. Not you, but the other person might fall in love. What happens in that instance? So for now, I'll stand by my words that no. I don't know what she has to say.
Okay. Wecha?
Nah, honestly, for some time now, I feel like the conversations we have now is a switch from what our parents used to have, or we are no more becoming as conservative as we were brought up. I think generally we are becoming more cosmopolitan, and more people in this generation are just seeking pleasure, seeking excitement and adventure. Generally, we are thinking about ourselves more than our parents or the generation before us are more conservative, and pleasure and happiness means different things to them, and pleasure and happiness in this generation means we should go out and get more excitement and not sit in situations that make us unhappy. I think this generation, a lot of people who go into that do not think about the long-term effect of what they are going into, because life is just one and we don't know when we are going to die. We don't know when we are going to. So generally, every relationship, everything that we do is instant pleasure, instant gratification, and that is what open relationship is about. It's about putting yourself in a relationship. You love the person, but you want to be able to see other people when you want to see them, and you don't want to be tied down. But that's not what the institution of marriage is. The institution of marriage is commitment, and a lot of us do not want to be committed. Once it's getting difficult, we just look for other alternatives. Statistics show that in the U.S., between 1.9 to 9% of married people are practicing open relationships just for adventure, just that they think that the relationship will last longer.
Why would they think that a relationship will last longer when they're seeing other people?
Sexually, it's presumed that lots of people get bored sexually. Fine. And a lot of people are not really open to other pleasures of sex. So then, therefore, they would want to go into another relationship that may be more sexually gratifying. So that brings the point to instant pleasure, thinking about me, and that's where the world is generally going into me. Popularity.
But weren't our parents polygamous? I mean,
no. Let's look at
polygamy.
But that is in America or in Europe. More people are now being introduced to open marriage. In coming to the Ghanaian context, yes, even though polygamy is seemingly frowned on, it is practiced for the man's side. It's not open to women. So then open relationships gives us an avenue for women to also partake into having multiple partners. But is this structure, can Africans take up the structure of an open relationship? Can African men, Ghanaian men in particular, accept open relationships?
Let's talk about as women.
As women. I honestly think that if the concept of open relationship was brought to women, a certain group of cosmopolitan women who think beyond the average or the normal, a certain group of people would want to have open relationship.
Probably all, but they don't have the courage.
But last
including you.
Last week I think I was listening to Joy FM, and it spoke about women who were sleeping with other men in their marriages, and it is a growing number of women who are sleeping with other men. So it's not just men who are cheating, but women too are open to the issue of cheating. And that brings us to our way of thinking now. It's life is short, let's just get happiness and move on.
Let's roll
and move on. So yes, if open relationship was brought to Ghana, I think it would be widely accepted.
Now, I'm not married, but when you are getting married, the vows that you exchange, what do you say? You say that you are
for better and for worse, for richer and for poor,
exactly. But the vows,
forsaking all others.
But exactly. So why do you want to bring in other people? This polygamy, I was reading about the whites who do this, Hollywood and all that, and it seems even for them it's a bit one-sided, because maybe the other partner wants to please the other partner, so let's all be open, and usually it ends up in divorce or them splitting. So it's not really the solution to infidelity in marriage, and so in the long run letting the marriage stand. No, it's been said that is not the solution. Other factors count. So we can't just pick this one and say, let us all have fun, go and have sex somewhere and come back and then we are back into the relationship. I find it,
0244340437. That's the number to reach us on. 0244340437. Which I am coming to you, but just give me a moment. Let me read some messages. Now, I keep saying, a time will come when polygamy will be purely accepted. If this is okay, we are just waiting for white people to accept it first. What is an open relationship again? Shaking my head. That's from Nana. All right, Nana. I like Wecha. She articulates very well and displays in-depth knowledge in all topics. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
And that's from Marion. Wecha, this is where you do your happy dance. Hey, this is crazy. What if you fall in love with the other person? And that's from Edna from Kaswa. That's exactly what Sang was saying. It's crazy. Okay. More messages coming in. Well, keep them coming. 0244340437. All right, Waiter.
Well, she was saying that about how the vows are being exchanged. But you should realize that the world has changed so much from when those vows were
first written.
Okay. And that's what a lot of us don't seem to realize. A lot of things have changed. A lot of the way we think, most importantly, is the mind that changes everything. A lot of the way we think and we were brought up has changed from when the vows were first put together. And that is when open relationships seems to have some importance in the Western world. You should realize that everything that happens in the Western world kind of seeps through the in Africa. And so it's something that we should be open to think about and to talk about, because it does exist. I'm sure a lot of people are practicing it, but there has not been any highlights that has been put on it. But I'm sure it really exists because a lot of people are changing the way they think. It may be wrong, but is it in existence? And can we condone it?
In existence, as in what?
Are people doing it?
Practice? Are they doing it?
Yes.
Are they professing to it that we want to be in an open relationship?
You know, people, let me tell you something. For people who are pro-open marriages, they say that, look, we are in marriages and people are desiring other people and they are hiding and they are sneaking around and they are cheating. There are children who are conceived and born and are only discovered after the death of a spouse. And it brings a lot of untold hurt and difficulty to family, to the institution, to families. However, there is the opportunity for us to have a discussion that, look, this is what it is. A truthful, honest, open discussion, void of all emotion and sentiments. That, look, I am seeing other women. You know that I am seeing other women. Your friends tell you. I mean, we know. People know their husbands are cheating on them all over the capital. But, you know, we're just quiet and then we're just chilling because we want to be, I don't know. So if there's an opportunity for you to just talk about it and you know that my partner is with this person, my partner is with that other person, same for men and women, do you think that perhaps, I don't know, perhaps, that definitely... that definitely insults the institution of marriage, but then it's happening anyway. So if we could be just honest about what is happening, you think that will help?
Now, it would have been perfect if in our setting as Ghanaians, both sides will understand. But I kind of see that it will still become polygamy, favoring the men. How many men will accept that their wives should be dating other
Let's talk about
men?
us. Why? Let's talk about us. How many, you think women accept that their husbands are seeing other women?
It's tough.
Yes, women accept
but
that their husbands are, and they close an eye to it.
Yeah.
A lot of women close their eyes to
but
it.
To
Why do you
that,
think that's the case?
Because we have accepted that that's how men are. So I think just like how women have been introduced to it, conditioned to accept. I think men in the long run can be conditioned to accept that women can see multiple people.
All right, because from your earlier points about the discussion on joy earlier, a lot of women are being, there are a lot of adulterous women in this town. On this show, a woman called and said she's sleeping with 4 men outside of her marriage.
Yeah,
she has 4 men.
They want to have fun.
4 that she's sleeping with outside of her marriage. She has 3 kids with her husband. He's absolutely clueless. She leaves the house. She goes to have a lot of fun.
So why is she still there?
You don't know where she's getting from. And society, the concept of we are married and we have a family, but then no one knows what we are doing at the background. It's what makes people still enjoy those things that they do.
All the stakes involved.
But then that brings us to the point I've been trying to say, that we women, we generally have totally changed. So things have to be accepted and be spoken about and accepted for what it is.
I wonder if we have changed or now we just don't care. So now the information is out more. I wonder if women have changed.
I think we've changed.
Or now we know there's social media and then there's more information out there.
To a certain extent, we've changed because in the days of our mothers and our grannies, they wouldn't, cheat. They wouldn't do anything. It was untoward to behave like that. But now, we don't care. And we don't care. We will do it anyway. We are empowered. We are loud. We know our rights, and we are fighting for equality. So a lot has changed now. I think we've changed a lot.
Let me read some of your messages coming in now. Okay. Now the fact is that when you are married, when you are a married woman, and you do such open marriages, it means you're going outside of your marriage, and that will be the end. It's a no-go area. If you want to be free, then remain single and enjoy your life. But it will definitely not be accepted, if you are a married woman. And that I would like to know if you're a man or a woman texting me, because your DP is a man, and you are saying it's not accepted for women. So what? Is it accepted for men? Please, I would like to know. Please let me know. Hello, Naa. There's this cheap proverb that says, "Enye hua, enye time," meaning whatever you don't know is going on. You didn't end it. If you don't know, you don't know. All right, what you don't know won't kill you. I guess that's the English term for it. Copy from Atimpoku says, "This animal called open marriage is very ugly." All right. Abasem. Okay. Thank you. Now, what if the woman gets pregnant? Who would it be for? The same person to be for when the men impregnate the other women out there, and then we only find out at funerals. Don't mind me, I'm just making a joke. That's a legitimate question. If there's a pregnancy, how do you even determine?
But open relationships has its rules and regulations that the couple come together and put and talk about.
When it gets to the time when you are not
you don't fall in love, you must be completely honest as to who you're sleeping with. You can just sleep with one person other than your husband at a time. You should introduce the person to your husband. They all have their rules and regulations. So honesty is actually the central basis of open relationships.
So people in open relationships might actually have more honesty than people who are appearing to be committed.
What happens if you start falling in love? That's my problem.
It's also part of the
then
rules
you tell
and
the other
regulations.
person, "I'm now in love with a guy. I'm so sorry, I fell in love."
In every relationship there are things are bound to be happening. So that's why there are rules.
That is why marriage is for two people. Stay like that.
What about polygamy?
Well,
why is it okay for a man and it's not okay for a woman?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem, and that's where the fight of women empowerment actually started. If it's not good for me, then it shouldn't be good for you. Let's all be happy.
So shouldn't our fight now be?
Let's all be happy being committed, but it shouldn't be accepted that this is how men are. So
no, I don't think that I'm for polygamy. I'm not for polygamy. So I'm not for open relationship.
All right, let's talk to our lady pastor on the phone now. Nana Sewa has joined us. Hello, Sewa.
Hi, Naa.
Hi, we wish you were in the studio. How are you doing?
I know, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great too. We are talking about open marriages, and we just had to talk to you. What are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts on open marriage. I mean, my first instinct is, if you want an open marriage, why get married in the first place? That's my initial thought. Because if we're going to say anything about marriage, I believe it's very important to go to the beginning. We go to the first point of marriage that we know. And that's in the Garden of Eden, when God instituted marriage, which is meant to be between one man and one woman. I know there's a whole lot of arguments when it comes to polygamy and all that, and that's for another time. But I think you take a vow. In my church, for example, the vow says that we promise to be a loving and a faithful husband or wife. So that faithfulness includes, it's just you and me. And so I'm wondering why we would want to bring somebody else in the picture. And for what? I'm just trying to figure out what this whole end of open marriage is about. And for us as Christians, I don't even think we should even be talking about this in the first place. When you read Hebrews 13:4, Paul says it clearly that the marriage bed should be kept undefiled. I mean, whatever intimacy between a husband and a wife should be just between the husband and the wife. Why would you want to be having sex with another person? Then why do you even stand before God, before family, before whoever, and decide that it's just you and I from now on? Let's just not get married then, and then do whatever you want to do. But then we are the same people who complain when we are in relationships and our partners are cheating. I think that's just what open marriage is, just that you know that, okay, he's doing it or she's doing it, and I just have to be okay with it. And I'm wondering if the parties involved are really okay, or you just have to say okay because you're scared to lose the person if you decide you don't want to be in an open marriage. So you might as well just say, okay, I'm fine with it, even when you are not fine with it. And there are a lot of other, I think there's even a higher risk of sexually transmitted diseases. If you should ask me, because I think a couple of years ago there was a study in the United States that said that a higher percentage of people with HIV/AIDS were actually women who were married and were getting it from their partners who were cheating or who were having extramarital affairs. You can say that there are rules and regulations, use condom, yourself and all that, but how sure are you the person outside doing whatever he's doing is really protecting him or herself? We can never really be sure. So why not just say you and I and mind our business? Or let's just not get married and everybody can do what he or she wants to do. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much for sharing. Don't I love you? So have a wonderful evening.
I love you too. You too.
Bye-bye. I wish you was here. I wish you were here. All right, let me read more messages. This is from Ni Kwesi Ama. And he says, Ashorkor, with many exclamations. Sounds like when Councillor Luchos mentions my name. Ashorkor, polygamy is being practiced, but that cannot equate to the open marriage you're describing. What was the Creator's purpose for the institution called marriage? Are we Christians? And what is the Christian stand on marriage? Were the women who shared their story of multiple partners proud of what they had done? What was the CAP 2714? Society is making everything possible to protect the vulnerable, in quote, women. And you want us to go back to polygamy and polyandry? If it's beneficial to you, go ahead. Thank you for your message. We appreciate it. Sikan Tobre says, the institution has its own rules and regulations. The moment you do away with the rules and regulations, it ceases to exist. Marriage and relationships aren't for everyone. Open marriages will not change a woman or a man from cheating. How many men or women can boldly say their cheating wives or husbands have only one partner apart from them? Some people just have insatiable evil desires. Soon they'll be asking their wives or husbands for threesomes. All right. That's from Sikanto. Sorry, what did you say?
That's common.
That's common?
Yeah, I don't think that is strange for married partners if we are looking up to the people in Hollywood and the Westerners. I don't think it's a strange phenomenon for them at all.
But is it strange for Ghanaians?
For Ghanaians, I mean, we behave as though we are Christians more than the word Christian, so it's strange. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Now, this open marriage thing brings diseases to legally married women. He goes out to do all sorts of things, all in the name of an open marriage, and comes home and not ready for his wife. I can imagine the curses that comes with open marriage. If you want an open marriage, why do you have to stand before an altar with all the vows? Who are you deceiving?
I think a lot of people don't see that open marriage is different from cheating.
Okay.
You see, cheating brings a lot of diseases and AIDS to married women. Open marriage is something that is a conversation between the man and the woman, saying both parties can go out and explore other people, and those are the rules around it. Governing it. It's not the same as cheating. Cheating is the lack of knowledge of your partner, that you are going out to do something without their.
And now we are all speaking as though we are largely Christians. We understand, but it's not everybody who is Christian.
And polygamy is not Christian.
Exactly.
So
we can't justify that
polygamy and then you are mentioning Christianity. Also.
It doesn't match.
How can that fall? That means in your understanding, polygamy is accepted in your Christianity that you practice.
I also think that from the comments coming in, it's more like now the women are also going to get the open window to do their stuff, and that is where the problem is coming from. When it comes to that, I'm very passionate about that. If a man is cheating or wants to have extra affair, then open marriage will be fine, because then the woman too can come in and say, then let me also have fun. Because men think that women do not have feelings so far as they are married. But it's wrong. Women, I have a lot of married friends who are attracted to so many people. They have that feeling, that urge to do something with them, but it's control that is keeping them, and loyalty and the fidelity, commitment and all that. So if men think that they can have the chance to cheat, but women should stay in and be quiet, mute, and sit there, then sorry, open marriage will be the way to go. Just that you haven't heard your wife is cheating. If you find out, you'd be surprised the things that she's doing outside. So you better go the open marriage way.
Wow. Sangmoki said this. Apart from Kumasi says, nah, as for me, every tap you open, its own water will flow. So what is the meaning of open relationships? I'd rather stay single and date.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. More messages coming in, and please don't call the WhatsApp line. Just send us messages. Abraham from Tema. Gosh, I want to hear from women. Abraham from Tema says, you ladies should just tell the truth. We all know that ladies these days follow money. So they don't care if a man has multiple partners and can be migrated into the marriage. In a nutshell, polygamy will become the norm very soon. And that's from Abraham texting from Tema. Okay, Abraham. Copy from Atimpoku says, this opinion defeats the purpose of marriage. If you're not ready for a marriage, just stay away from it. All right. Now, I will keep it short and simple. Come on, where are the women? That's from Dawood from Finland. I'll keep it short and simple. Marriage is not a cure for promiscuity. Thank you so much for sending your message. I appreciate it. Now, these things are happening because we have neglected our culture. From where I come from, you will die if you cheat on your husband.
But you'll be alive if you cheat on your wife.
Well, all right. We're not killing anybody. Nobody's dying. Not today. Obi says, it's biased to call and speak to only a pastor or a female reverend. Call a fetish priest too and ask for their opinion. All right, Obi, if you could share a number, I would consider it deeply. So please, hello now. This open marriage is very dangerous. It can only be practiced in the USA, and that's from Kojo from Adenta. All right, Kojo. Kojo's really reflecting. He's the same person that sent the message about pregnancy. Yeah, from Achimota says, hey, what are you discussing? Open relationship, my goodness. Why? Where are our values? God help us. And that's from Yao.
He doesn't want to hear anything about it.
I think that we have a culture of not talking about things that are happening.
That's what I was trying to figure out to say.
It's not a figment of our imagination or something that we have conjured from somewhere. It's something that people are doing, and we know people that are doing it. So it's real, and it's high time we spoke about them, encouraged it or condemned it or whatever. We shouldn't pretend it's not happening. Hello now, my name is Pascal. Since women are asking for multiple partners, they are not asking for multiple partners. So anyway, when they start, okay.
Look at where the arguments are going.
I'm not going to read the rest of your message, but thank you for sending it. It's a very sensitive area that you're going into, and I don't think it's good to make jokes about it. All right. Mousy from Lakeside says, funny, this is my first time hearing about it. All right. Thank you, Maui. All right. Hello. Now, kindly read Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1 to your panel for me, and let your panel comment on it. And that's from Baby Dan in Sawom. Hello, now. My name is Rose. Finally, a woman. Interesting topic, dear. But I think the reason men will always die
with strange illness.
No, it's not funny. I don't know why we are laughing. We shouldn't laugh about this. But Rose says it's an interesting topic, and this is the reason men will always die by strange illnesses. But no, I don't think that's right. I probably shouldn't have read it. I apologize for that. Okay. I think you can call us now. 0302 216541 is a message, is the number to call us on. But I have so many messages. I think I'd rather read more. All right.
But I don't know why the person sent it anyway. In that day, 7 women will take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. So, what has that got to do with the open marriage?
You see, Isaiah is in the Old Testament too.
And this is even polygamy. Why is it saying that the women want to have different men?
He says one woman will.
I think the Bible is really big, and
Thank you.
there are topics for every situation. It does not mean that the verse you've mentioned is right for the situation we are talking about.
All right. So I hear we can answer calls on our WhatsApp line today. So you can call the WhatsApp number 0244 You can call us on WhatsApp, and hopefully we're able to have convos. All right. Robert Clark says, "Nah, Charlie, good convo. But what are the benefits of polygamy? Unless we want to say our fathers didn't know well, let's also agree that men and women are not the same. Men's needs from relationships are also not the same as women's needs from a relationship. So polygamy should be treated as an open relationship because polygamy is legal in Ghana." All right. Thank you. All right. Now, I think it's the way to go. Open marriages. Why marry then? I don't think it's the way to go. Open marriages. Why marry then? I'm Nana Efue. But people are living like that now. Ghanaians are hypocrites. All right. Sang. You would have to answer this for me. All right. With the mouse. Okay, all right. Hello?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All right. What's your name?
I'm Louisa.
All right, Louisa, you're live.
This topic saddens my heart so much because you can't buy something and cherish it so much and then put it aside and go into another thing that is similar to the thing in the hope that you want to enjoy all the things at the same time. I feel we're becoming greedy as a people, and we need to revisit the institution of marriage and keep it as sacred as it is. You want an open marriage, stay single. It's the best option out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your call. More messages coming in on 0244 Let me see. Hello, Na. Good evening. Interesting conversation. I can't wait to hear more about what you guys are discussing. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you for that message. All right. Hello, Na. Okay, 0244 is the number to reach us on. Keep your messages coming in. Also, I see that you're trying to reach us on our regular line. Please call the WhatsApp number, okay? 0244 I'll read your messages as they come. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Good
evening.
Good evening. What's your name, sir?
This is Ka.
All right. You're live.
Yeah. Okay. So now I think we have to stop the debate of what is right and wrong, morally right and wrong, and tell people the consequences of their actions. Because if you find a partner who thinks that you should be in an open relationship, so be it. But the other party should know the problem that is associated with it. You have to educate people about that. So in the same light, you want to educate people about what marriage is. You cannot change what marriage is because you want to have a certain desire and it will still be called marriage. So you can't actually add a name like you're in an open marriage and it's still marriage. No, there's marriage and there's an open relationship. So you can stay single and find somebody who agrees that, okay, we can do all that you're doing, knowing that I know my partner is doing A and I'm also doing B. But we cannot confuse we're trying to change institutions and what is morally right in some, among some community and groups to suit our personal needs. I'm not against somebody being an open marriage, open relationship, but don't try to confuse what the institution of marriage is called or is defined as.
Thank you so much. All right, more messages coming in. Hello, Na. I think open marriages will not work in Ghana because we are mostly not honest people. Open marriages works on the principle of honesty, but that both partners are willing to be open about their extra affairs and respect the rules. It's quite contradicting. Like, you're in a marriage, right? And you're supposed to be faithful, and you're supposed to be faithful to your partner, right? But then your marriage is an open one, so you're supposed to be honest about your unfaithfulness. It's just so complicated. Hello.
Hello, Na.
Hi, what's your name?
Yeah, Naki Ningo.
All right, you're live.
Yeah, thank you so much. And now, as for this topic, I'm sure that we must as well not get married. Okay, if open marriage should be accepted. No, I can't see how my wife will go out and be dating another man, and I will go dating a different woman, and then we come back and then come and stay in the same under the same master. It's never on. So I'm not sure this should be encouraged at all. Nah. Thank you very much.
I appreciate your call. Then it says, if women will pay the bride price for men, then I suppose that open marriages can be considered. So you mean groom price, right? If women will pay, can be considered. For those who want to indulge in it, let's be careful. Men are providers and protectors. All right. Thank you. All right. Wow. Now, open marriages is comparable to what we see among our Muslim brothers and sisters, and that's from Ishmael. Well, Ishmael, can you throw more light on this message?
But even that they marry up to 4, it's not for the women. It's only for the men. So you can't say open marriage. It's only open marriage if the women are also allowed to do same.
Right. All right. I've got Frida on the line now. Hello, Frida.
Hello.
Hi, Frida.
Good evening.
Good evening. You're live.
Okay. I'm enjoying the topic, and I think if both partners have agreed to get married, the opening marriage something shouldn't go on at all. And tell Sang I am enjoying her and the fact that she's being straightforward about issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Sang. That's a compliment for you. You're being straightforward as always. We appreciate you for that. Okay. Hello, my name is Kobe from Akosombo. The idea of an open marriage is just absurd. Even in the USA, do you think that a certain Jay-Z will welcome the idea of an open marriage to his Beyonce? Even they divorce their booths when they cheat. All right. Thank you for sending that in.
But when I was researching, Jay-Z and Beyonce have been named as people having open marriages. So, but we can't say it for sure. But it's there, so we can't use them as a perfect example.
All right, we've got Nanansa on the line. Hello, Nanansa.
Hi, evening.
Thank you so much for calling.
It's a very sensitive. You're welcome. It's a very sensitive topic you guys are discussing there. But I don't think you've looked at the reason why it happens in the first place.
Would you tell us?
For me, most marriages, start very well. Along the line, lose touch. Maybe the sex got boring. The female might start looking elsewhere. I mean, the male too might start looking elsewhere. But for female, what I have noticed personally is that in a long while, you tend to get emotional and attracted. So if the sex is good, you tend to be thinking of the man even when you sleep next to your husband. But for women, that's how come Solomon could do 700 wives and 300 concubines. Because for women, we look at it as, there's nothing. I can make love to her and still go back home to my wife. So I think that the issue is very delicate. You should look at it from where it started and where it's going. So for me, that's the main thing to look at.
All right. Thank you so much, Nanansa. I appreciate your call. Hello, now. My name is Jamila, and I would just love it if Africans and Ghanaians especially realize and understand that marriage is not for everybody. And please, even the Indians who pay the groom price, they still step outside. All right. Thank you for sending that in. Well, I also don't agree to polygamy, but don't forget, we different people with different beliefs, we are different people with beliefs that differ. Everyone has got a reason why they do what they do. So please try and understand, instead of judging their actions, bear in mind that certain things your beliefs will condone, but other people's beliefs won't. So it's like, let's just respect others' religion and beliefs. And at the end of the day, only God can tell us who is right and who is wrong. Okay. Thank you so much. You didn't. That's from Sly. I've got Andrew on the line. Andrew, you're my last caller. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, now. Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Andrew. You're live.
Thank you. Good evening to the ladies in the studio. A very wonderful topic. Um, I totally think I agree with the notion that we are being hypocritical as Ghanaians. That's a fact because there are a lot of people doing these things in the dark and it doesn't come to light. And as a man, I agree totally that if men can cheat on women have every right to cheat on men as well. I totally agree to that. But let's be careful because it's a very sensitive area. The world is changing as a whole, where they are getting into this LGBT issue, and a lot of things are being kind of like arranged or decorated to look as normal to us. And please, to most of your callers and listeners, marriage is not necessarily Christian. There are other forms of marriages that they should consider. They shouldn't steer all our views towards Christianity because we are supposed to be Christians. Thank you very much and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, Andrew. You're my last caller. Let me come back to our ladies in the studio. Guys, we have had a lot of opinions and views. What are your thoughts, especially on... Well, first of all, we got a lot of men calling. Which is usual with this show. We have a lot of men calling. But today in particular, I was hoping to have more women calling. But anyway, that's just by the way. What are your thoughts on the comments that have come in? Especially on those that think that, you know what, if you want to have an open marriage, then, sweetheart, don't marry at all. Just stay in your single life and do what you want to do. Why would you commit to somebody's child and now want to see other people?
I have a problem when men try to talk for women. I don't like that thing at all. From some of the calls that came in and some of the messages, it's as though, as for men, they are this and they are that, but the women, they are that and they are that. And that's what Waiter was saying initially, that we are made to be conservative, the women. And so men think that it's normal for them to do these things, but we are not allowed to do that. That's what I want to debunk. We have feelings. And so this might be something that will interest a lot of women. Probably that's why some are not calling, so that they will not be judged. Because if they give their opinions, it will be like they are looking for a leeway to do their stuff. Back to the issue, I think people are confusing polygamy with open marriages. Polygamy is different from open marriage. Open marriage is where both of you have decided that you can have extra affairs, extramarital affairs. Polygamy is only the man having the affair. So when we are talking,
an affair. He actually marries
other people in addition to the wife. So please don't confuse the two. When it comes to my opinion, if the man starts to have extramarital affair, maybe it's time for the two of you to discuss open marriage.
Okay, Wecha, final word.
Well, I think women and men we are all made up differently and we've all been indoctrinated differently. But then I honestly think that the aspect of sex and everything around it is become so integral to how we grow up and how we think and how we move on. It makes it seem as if that's how we were created. We were created to just have sex and to have multiple partners and to have instant gratification. But we are created for a really bigger reason than just sex and gratification. And I think we should just all remove our heads from that and focus on commitment. It's possible for a man and woman to be in a committed relationship and just do it like the way we're taught how to do it. Basically that.
Thank you, Wecha. Thank you, Sangmoki. Before we go, I feel I should ask Gifty, who's here with the news.
Yeah.
Gifty, what are your thoughts on this matter? Open marriages. A couple agreeing that they can see other people outside of the marriage.
I know you know I do news, so I hardly talk about marriage. I'm not married. I don't have a boyfriend, so I don't even know what you're talking about.
My guests are both very
we are not married.
Single.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, and searching.
But we have opinions.
Open marriage.
Yes.
That sounds like an extreme concept.
Mm-hmm.
That won't be accepted in Ghana. But I know people do. So, you see, people do things in their relationships, but we like to say we're a religious group of people. So we don't... I don't think, not necessarily hypocrites, but Open marriage, I don't know. I think marriage is a complicated thing. I've not been there before, but I've heard a lot of people say it's complicated. It's a lot of work. So that's why if you're taking the decision, you need to really give it a lot of prayerful thoughts, as far as I'm concerned. And I think that if you're not ready for it, just don't do it. Don't waste anybody else's time. If you want to do open marriage, then
stay single.
Keep having sex with all over the place,
because
you're not ready to commit to one person. Yeah.
There you have it from the Joy News Desk.
This actually the security desk.
See, this has been Strong and Sassy Live on Joy 99.7, produced by Abeku Adabu. Selwyn has been on the social media desk, and my guests have been Wecha, Maria Lisa Adinku, and Sexy Sassy Sangmaki Tete. On the phone was Lady Pastor Nana Sewa. My name is Naa Ashorkor. Still to come is the Overdrive with Sammy Force and George Quay. We'll also come with a Late Night Express, bringing you good old live music. Enjoy the rest of our programs, and good night.